Hi everyone, I'm back with another Bath and Body Works Empties video. I've got my son here with me, so hopefully he won't be too much of a problem while we try to get this done. I'm just going to jump right in. The first product I have here is pretty old. This is Bath and Body Works Twisted Peppermint 3-in-1 Body Wash, Bubble Bath, and Shampoo. This was nearly empty, so I went ahead and finished it up because it's from like 2009. It's pretty old, but I love Twisted Peppermint. I use this as a body wash and a bubble bath. It wasn't real great as a bubble bath. It wasn't as like bubbly, as foamy as the current shower gels, but it worked. And I did not use it as a shampoo because these will murder your hair. But I really love Twisted Peppermint. I will, of course, repurchase. The next one I have here is a body cream in Twilight Woods, and it's cut open, and that's why it looks kind of funny. It's curling in on itself there. I had two of these left, and they were both half empty. See if I can find the other one. Here it is. So here was the other. They were both, half empty or even less than half. One of them was still good. I used it as a body cream. The other looked kind of cottage cheesy, which to me is usually the first sign that they're going bad. So I used it as a scrub. I just add sugar and use it as a scrub in the shower. Works fine for me. Twilight Woods, I used to really, really love. When it first came out, I wore it all the time, but now it's a little too musky for me. It's a weird mixture of musky and sweet. I don't love it anymore. So for now, I don't plan to repurchase. I don't even think it's in stores anymore. I think it may be an online exclusive. Then I finished this little travel mist in Sparkling Blackberry Woods. I talked about this in my last video. I'm not a big fan of this fragrance. However, I like the spray more than I liked the lotion, but still don't really like it. Now, the packaging on here is beautiful. I love the packaging, which is honestly probably why I bought it to begin with. But I'm not a big fan of the fragrance, so I would not repurchase it. I finished another body cream, this one in Midnight Pomegranate. Again, it just had a few uses left in it. I did cut it open to use the rest. That's another fragrance I used to really love. I wore it in high school and college. Really, I loved it. It came back into stores this year, and I think I bought a shower gel, but and I like it enough to use the shower gel, but I don't think I like it enough to wear it all day as a body cream or spray anymore. So I'll use what I have, but I don't see myself repurchasing it. Then I finished off this spray in Twilight Woods. Again, it was a little less than half full, and I liked it, but it was just too much. It was too heavy, too musky for me. I finished a wax melt in Crisp Fall Leaves from Better Homes and Gardens. I've talked about this in pretty much all of my recent Empties videos. One of my all-time favorite fall fragrances, super strong throw. Absolutely love it. Finished a aromatherapy stress relief body scrub in Eucalyptus Spearmint. I absolutely love these scrubs. They're amazing. My boyfriend and I both love them. They're not everybody's thing because they're very oily. They do leave an oily residue on your skin. But for us, that works great as it's getting into fall and winter and, skin is getting drier. I really enjoy them. Give them a try. They're not everybody's cup of tea, but I will never stop purchasing them. They are great. Then I have a candle here from Better Homes and Gardens. This is a medium jar in fresh orchard apples. Now, this one did not have as much of a sooting problem as I've had with my other recent Better Home and Gardens candles. You can see there's just a tiny bit there. It did leave quite a bit of wax in the bottom. These wicks have been extinguishing fairly early, which sucks because you're not getting to use the rest of that wax. But this was a nice scent. It had kind of a medium throw. I think maybe my last video, I had finished the wax melts in this fragrance, and those were much stronger. So I would repurchase, but in the wax melts, not the candle. I have another medium Better Homes and Gardens jar, Crisp Fall Leaves. This one did have more sooting. You can see around the top there, it's pretty bad. But around the back, there's no soot. So it was just a little bit, much better than the ones in my previous video. But again, I don't like those sooty candles. So I'm still very much on the fence about buying any more Better Homes and Gardens candles. I finished a little 2-ounce lotion in Paris Nights. I'm not a big fan of this one. It's musky, it's floral, it's very heavy. Um, Not my thing. This is a little 2-ounce though, so it took like 2 or 3 days to use it up. I have one more left that I'm currently working on just in my bag, but I'm not a fan. I wouldn't repurchase. Finished a deep cleansing hand soap in cinnamon raisin cookie. Absolutely love this fragrance. I hoarded it when it first, or when it went on clearance, when they got rid of it, semi-annual sale. It was like 75% off. I bought a ton of them. Really, really loved it. Just a nice, like a really legitimate oatmeal raisin cookie fragrance. I've been waiting for them to bring it back or something similar, and they haven't. So I just gave up on the last two I had, and I went ahead and used them up. So there is another one. And I think I have one pocket back left. I'm using it right now. And after that, I'm out of cinnamon raisin cookies. So they need to bring it back because that is a great fragrance. Absolutely love it. Bath & Body Works 3-wick candle in red velvet cupcake. This was the first release in the Holiday Traditions packaging. I'll show you the notes on the bottom here. Everybody has talked about this one, that it was awful. It had no scent throw. It smelled like wax. It smelled like plastic. Mine did fine. You can see it burned evenly, no tunneling, no soot, and I got a decent throw out of it. I mean, it wasn't, super strong, knock your socks off, but the room smelled like red velvet cream cheese icing. So I enjoyed it. And not only would I purchase it again, excuse me one moment. No. No, sir. Sorry, my son has a fascination with the electric outlets right now and tries to pull out the little safety plugs. Anyway, I would definitely repurchase the red velvet candle. And in fact, the candle that's going in that luminary right there is a Target red velvet cake. And I have the Sweet Shop packaging from Bath & Body Works going in my living room right now. I really enjoyed it. I have a little sanitizer here in Creamy Pumpkin. This is a fragrance that I really, really loved. I ended up with like 10 or 15 of the sanitizers, and I think this was my last one. But I really, really loved them. But then this year, I don't know, I think maybe I'm just kind of over it. It was nice. I liked it. But this year when I used it, I didn't have that usual like need to go buy more. And it didn't even come out this year anyway, but it was okay. Not my favorite. Then I have another 3-wick candle here, Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. Show you the notes on the bottom. I've talked about this fragrance in previous videos. I love it. It's one of my favorite fall fragrances. This candle had great performance, no soot, no tunneling, burned very close to the bottom there. It had a decent throw. It was more of a medium throw, and usually Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin is like knock your socks off strong. So I was a little disappointed. That is the this year 2015 packaging. It was a little lighter than I'm used to, but it was still good. I would definitely repurchase Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. Then I have a deep cleansing soap in Cozy Vanilla Cream. Show you the notes there. I've had this one in previous Empties videos. I really enjoy it. Just a nice sweet vanilla. I will definitely repurchase. And in fact, I do have another one of them here. Really great fragrance. And let's see here. We're getting close to the bottom. I had a 3-wick in Leaves. Show you the notes on that. Everybody knows and loves Leaves. This one, this is the 2015 packaging. And much like the Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, this one usually knocks your socks off. And this year was more of a medium throw. So that's a little disappointing. You're okay. That's a little disappointing, but overall great fragrance. Would still repurchase. Now this is a Walmart 719 Walnut Avenue 3-wick in caramel apples. I had a couple of these in a previous video. This one, however, as you can see, awful burning. Tiny wicks all the way down. They kept drowning. About 2/3 of the way through, they drowned. I gave up on it, scooped it out, put it in a warmer. Great fragrance. Really love the fragrance. Kind of a medium strong throw, but that candle just did not do well. Then I have another Twisted Peppermint Shower Gel. This one was, probably about this full. So I went ahead and used it up. Love Twisted Peppermint. Every winter have to have it. I have a Twilight Woods pocket back here that I used while I was using up my body care. Um, Again, a little too musky for me. Used to really like it, now just kind of eh. This is a True Blue Spa Walnut Shell Smoothing Foot Scrub in the little travel size. This is another product. I used to really love these. I went through them pretty often. I just don't really use it much anymore. I used to use a ton of foot product, but I was living in Florida, barefoot or in. You're okay. What are you doing? You're fine. I was, barefoot or in flip flops all the time, so I was constantly having to take care of my feet. I just went ahead and used this one up this like end of summer, early fall, but I don't think I would repurchase. Nothing I really need. What? Here. You're okay. This is an old candle from Walmart in pecan pie. There's no brand on it as far as I can tell. It just says MVP group. It was okay. It did soot a little bit. It smelled like pecan pie, but it had a very light throw. Nothing particularly special or that would make me want to go out and buy it again. I have a foaming soap in Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. I liked it. I was afraid it would be too sweet for me, and it really wasn't. It was a good scent, but I don't think I loved it enough to want to repurchase it. I have a couple scent portables here. I finished a Leaves scent portable. Really enjoyed this one. Just kind of a, it Leaves. I don't know. Everybody knows Leaves. I showed you the candle, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch my son get into things and film a video, and I'm just kind of all over the place right now. Again, it was pretty strong. I enjoyed it. I would definitely repurchase it. And then I finished off 2 Marshmallow Fireside. There's still some liquid in both of them, but there's no fragrance left. So yeah, time to get rid of them. But this is a good fragrance. I really enjoyed it. I can see myself repurchasing that for the car. And then I have another body cream in Sparkling Berry Bliss. Hated it. I hated this more than I hated this, which is I hated the lotion for this. This one was so much worse. I don't know why I bought it, and it's too old for me to feel comfortable returning it. Used it up, hated it, hated it, hated it, never repurchasing it. I feel like we finished another scent portable, but it was probably in my boyfriend's car in like, I think he had Ocean that he finished, and then he took one of my acorn and fig, maybe. I have like 3 acorn and fig left, super old, but I love it. I think he took one of those. I don't know. So there's probably another empty one of those, but I can't convince him to give them back to me because once they're empty, they're trash and they get thrown away. And then I did have one more 3-wick empty. It was in Pumpkin Apple from Bath and Body Works. Loved it. Burned perfect. Super, super strong throw. But I actually had another one that was unburned, and my son knocked it off a shelf and it shattered. So I put the wax from that in my empty jar. So I don't have the jar to show you because it's full again, but it was a great candle. I would absolutely repurchase that. And then the final product that it's not empty, but I no longer have, was a 3-wick Warm Rustic Woods from Walmart. I don't remember if that was I think it was a Better Homes and Gardens, or I don't remember. My son, he knocked 3 candles off the shelf. Pumpkin Apple, Warm Rustic Woods, and a Yankee Small Tumbler in Thin Mint. And the Warm Rustic Woods was shattered like horribly. And it was such a cheap candle, and I didn't really care about the fragrance at all. I just threw it out. It was not worth it. And then the Thin Mint, just the top of the jar shattered. I actually have it burning in a hurricane right now, and it's doing fine, so whatever. So yeah, that is my empties video. I have 2 weeks left in November before I start my winter challenge. So I should have a few more fall products finished off before I move completely into winter. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and hopefully I will be back soon with another video. Bye.